Haribo, Haribo, Nitagora, Haribo. Oh, Hari Krishna. Feeling super, super excited. I'm start laughing because every video like that starts the same way. Anyways, just went through some book distribution today, blah, 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 blah. But what was a cool thing about it, I met some young people at the Broadman's Hospital outside. High like a kite. High like a kite. But one of the guys who was super high, he was so thanking me and saying like, God sent you and everything. And you might probably think that high person who is high thinks says anything, but he sincerely was thanking me for a Prabhupada book I gave one and one Srila Gurudev's book, and then we spoke about God. And he said he's 20 years old, and he said how he gets shot in his head, and within 8 days, within 8 days he was out of the hospital, and he was working, and he was already doing whatever he had to do, and basically, it's a miracle. So basically, there was some shooting, and 38 bullets were fired out, and one got here somewhere, like hit him on the eyebrow or whatever. And then I was asking why you're here in the hospital, like outside. He said my sister's there. She's 32 years old, and she had a stroke. And I'm like, what? I'm 37 years old. I didn't have no strokes. No, basically I said like, how can you have stroke that young, basically. And then he said, well, it's crystal meth. All right, I said Hare Krishna, Hare Ram. So we spoke, and I invited them to there are two guys, and I invited them to the Sunday feast. So they said we can't because we're waiting for our mother, who's gonna come downstairs from Broadman's. So I was just praying that I can make in time before they leave with prasadam. So I come back, sure enough, with 2 plates. I bring it to them. They live in their car, and mother, I don't know where, how to say all these things. So many things happen. So basically, they live in the car. Then they're basically homeless. They're in a high. They're in smoking and all that. And then I met mother too this time, and you can see she's intoxicated and all that. Exchanged the number with the guy. And basically, guy started eating prasadam right away. So when I see that, I feel like it's like I saved somebody's soul, like not me, but Prabhupada, Srila Gurudev, Krishna. But it's just so ecstatic, and when I see such a person or persons who are suffering, and they're young people who are 20 years old each, it's just like that's an inspiration to go out. And if somebody thinks that I just chose this thing, book distribution, because I like it, no, I would be laying down on the beach. And I'm not doing it because I like it, because it's Srila Prabhupada, it's Srila Gurudev. That's what they want us to do. That is the reason why I'm doing it. And when I'm going, overcoming my mind and just going for a walk and distributing some books, there's nothing like that. There's nothing like that. I do not understand how people live without book distribution. And those days when I don't distribute, those are miserable, dark days when my karma start kicking me in the head and all other body parts too. So as soon as I distribute, I can distribute like 1 hour a day, or just few hours a day, or just few books a day. This change happens. So that's the reason I'm recording this message, not because of myself, but then every devotee would go out, how much is possible. Start with one book a day, and you're just gonna see how blissful life becomes, because all Guru Parampara becomes so pleased. And just when you see people suffering so much, there's nothing to it, you know, like you want to be their friends, you want to bring the prasadam, and you know, that's nothing like that when you see person eats prasadam for the first time or gets the books for the first time. I don't know, like for me, nothing goes even close to that. So I want to just encourage everybody to go out and distribute books daily, because that pleases all Guru Parampara. And that's what Lord Chaitanya was doing, bringing the holy name every village and town, right? And that is Krishna consciousness movement. And yeah, so you can write me anytime, and I can encourage you and give you suggestions how to go out and distribute. And that is very important, distribution of the holy name, even for pujaris, even for cooks, anybody. Okay, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram. It's a long video. I don't want to keep you back, but yeah, let's fire out.